The stars flicker in the distance as the vast and seemingly endless fleet of the Galactic Empire emerges from the void of space, their massive ships casting long shadows over Earth's atmosphere. Their arrival is silent, but their message is clear. The airwaves hum with a cold, calculated voice, demanding Earth's immediate surrender. The world's governments have little time to prepare for what is coming. The screens across every nation blink to life as the Empire's emissary delivers the ultimatum in flawless tones, demanding compliance now or face annihilation. Their fleets are colossal, ancient beyond human understanding, and they possess technology that far surpasses anything Earth has ever dreamed of. On the surface, humanity is stunned. The collective weight of the message is felt deep in the bones of every man, woman, and child. Across the planet, for the first time in centuries, Earth is united not by politics or ideology, but by the single undeniable fact that an existential threat looms above them. The Empire's demands are simple: surrender or die. It is not a choice, it is a statement of power, a show of force as unimaginable as the black void of space itself. In the halls of the United Nations, the world leaders gather in secret emergency session. The fate of the planet rests in their hands. The debate is fiery, with voices raised in fear, confusion, and anger. Some suggest immediate compliance, others demand immediate retaliation. But all eyes turn to one man, a quiet figure who rises from his seat and speaks, his voice calm and unwavering. The time for negotiation has passed, he declares. We will not bow to their demands. No matter their power, no matter their size, humanity will not submit. The room falls silent as his words hang in the air. The decision is made: Earth will resist. Across the world, citizens rally to the cause, even as the tremors of panic ripple through every nation. Military forces begin to mobilize. The world's most powerful warships gather in the oceans. The skies are filled with jets and drones, scrambling for readiness. But the Empire's fleet remains in position above Earth, its shadow a constant reminder of what awaits those who fail to comply. But Earth is not unprepared. A secret military project, years in the making, is about to be revealed. Hidden beneath the surface of the moon, deep inside the craggy lunar caverns, massive warships lie dormant, once thought to be relics of a forgotten age. These ships are Earth's greatest weapon, and they will be humanity's answer to the Empire's threat. As the ships slowly power up their engines, a low rumble shakes the surface of the moon. The hum of unseen machinery vibrates through the cold lunar soil. The warships rise from their hangars and emerge into the darkness of space, their sleek forms cutting through the void like predators moving to meet their prey. The first wave of human warships rises from Earth's atmosphere and hurtles toward the Empire's fleet, a powerful defiance against the overwhelming odds. The moment they break free of Earth's atmosphere and enter the black vastness of space, the human ships engage their cloaking technology. The Empire's advanced sensors fail to detect them. The human fleet is invisible, moving with calculated precision and speed. Each ship is a perfect blend of advanced technology and brute force, every gun barrel and energy cannon powered by a new form of weaponry born from Earth's ingenuity. These warships are not just tools of war, they are the living embodiment of human resolve, ready to face the impossible with a single purpose: to survive and to fight for their world. The moment Earth's warships slip into the darkness of space, the shockwaves are felt throughout the Empire's command centers across the galaxy. Their sensors light up with confusion and disbelief as the first wave of human ships vanishes from view. The silence that follows is broken by frantic calls and commands within the Empire's flagship. The vast fleet, once so sure of its superiority, is suddenly in disarray. An enemy far less advanced than any they've ever encountered has somehow managed to make itself invisible using technologies the Empire has never seen. The first volley of shots comes without warning. Earth's warships drop out of cloak and strike with precision. They cut through the Empire's outer defenses, like a blade through paper. Beams of concentrated energy tear into the hulls of several alien destroyers. Massive ships buckling under the unexpected onslaught. The humans have made their presence known, but it is not enough for the Empire to retreat. They are not cowards and will not be easily intimidated. The retaliation comes swiftly. The fleet begins to reorganize and counterattack. But the human ships are elusive, shifting positions faster than the Empire's forces can track their movements. Inside the Empire's command room, Admiral Varric watches in stunned silence as Earth's ships move with a fluidity that confounds all tactics she has ever known. The human vessels are not just retreating or forming ranks, they are attacking, as though they are one with their ships. Every movement feels instinctive. Their crews are not simply reacting to orders, they are anticipating their enemies' moves, as if reading their minds. Varric's lips curl into a snarl. No, they can't be this good, they cannot be this unpredictable. On Earth, the citizens watch in awe as the battle unfolds above them. The world has been thrust into a war they had not prepared for, yet their people fight with a fire and spirit that no one had expected. Civilians cheer from the streets as the human warships strike again, and again the resistance has begun, and it is not the hopeless fight the Empire believed it would be. But the Empire does not simply fold, it is a vast organization. With centuries of experience in conquest and domination, the fleet regroups and presses forward, sending wave after wave of reinforcements from the outer colonies. Their ships are technologically superior and vastly outnumber the human fleet. Earth's warships are outgunned and outmanned, but they refuse to yield. They fight with a ferocity that shakes the very foundation of the Empire's confidence. Amid the chaos aboard the human flagship, the battle is personal. It is no longer just about survival. It is about protecting everything that Earth stands for. The crew members are driven by a singular belief: they will never give up, not to the Empire, not to any alien power that thinks it can crush humanity's spirit. Lieutenant Julia West stands at the helm of the human flagship, her eyes fixed on the starfield. Ahead, the Empire's massive dreadnought is coming in fast, its weapons charged and ready to strike. She knows the next moments will determine everything. The human fleet's survival rests on what happens next. With a steady hand, she issues the command to engage the ship's hidden weapon, an experimental energy burst designed to disable the Empire's largest ships. The flagship surges forward, dodging through a barrage of fire that shatters nearby warships. The crew holds their breath as the weapon powers up. The seconds tick by like hours, and then with a thunderous roar, the energy burst erupts from the flagship's core. It sends a pulse of energy so intense that it rips through space itself. The dreadnought's shields flare as they try to resist the blast, but they fail, and with an explosion of light and debris, the massive ship begins to crumble in the void. The humans have dealt their first crippling blow, and the Empire begins to realize something terrifying. They are facing an enemy who will not go down without a fight, an enemy whose spirit is as unyielding as the stars themselves. The shockwave from the human flagship's energy burst reverberates through the battlefield, a testament to Earth's resilience. The Empire's flagship, once thought indestructible, now drifts lifeless in space, its once formidable defenses shattered like glass. The remaining ships in the fleet momentarily hesitate, their commanders in disbelief at the audacity of their enemies. Humans, insignificant and unworthy of such power, had brought down one of the Empire's most fearsome vessels. But the Empire, ever relentless, does not falter for long. The delay is short-lived, and soon the remaining forces rally around the remaining warships, their resolve hardened by the devastating blow. Yet as the Empire's ships regroup, they begin to notice something they hadn't expected: a strange pattern in the human fleet's movements. Earth's warships, though outnumbered, do not fight as individual ships, they fight as one coordinated force. Every move, every strike, seems part of a greater strategy, something the Empire cannot decipher in this battle. It is not just the weapons or the technology that makes the humans formidable. It is their ability to adapt and fight as a cohesive unit. Their unpredictability, their refusal to conform to expected tactics, begins to wear on the Empire's experienced commanders. Admiral Varric stands at the helm of the Empire's flagship, her mind racing with calculations and countermeasures as the human ships keep shifting positions in an almost chaotic manner. Yet it is this chaos that is working against them. The humans are not following any known protocol. They are attacking from every direction, constantly adjusting their positions, forcing the Empire's warships into unfamiliar territory. The Empire's tactics rely on control, on overwhelming force and precision. a model they have perfected over millennia. They rely on predictability, on their enemies' reluctance to engage in unpredictable combat. But the humans have shattered this assumption. Their methods are erratic yet somehow organized, as if their attacks are guided by a collective instinct rather than logic. There is no pattern, no central command. The attacks come from all angles, creating confusion among the Empire's ranks. On Earth, the war is not just in the skies, but in the hearts of the people. The battle has ignited a fire of unity and determination across the planet's civilians. Once fearful, now cheer for the warships above them. News outlets broadcast the relentless assault as human forces strike at the heart of the Empire's war machine. Earth's most powerful cities have opened their doors to the military, civilians volunteering to build, repair, and support the ongoing effort to fight off the invaders. They stand in awe of the human spirit, the refusal to yield in the face of annihilation. Every man, woman, and child now knows that the fate of their world rests on a single idea: resilience. Back in space, the battle rages on as Earth's warships continue to outmaneuver the Empire's forces. Strikes come from all directions, catching the Empire's ships off guard. The Empire's own tactics, honed over centuries of conquests, begin to unravel under the weight of this unexpected strategy. Earth's warships strike with such precision that the alien fleet begins to fracture, unable to predict the next move, unable to counter the relentless adaptability of their foes. The Empire's confidence slowly begins to erode. Admiral Varric watches in growing frustration as Earth's forces continue their unyielding assault. Her fleet is breaking apart in front of her eyes. But the worst part of it all is the realization that the humans are not simply defending themselves. They are not fighting to survive. They are fighting to win. They are fighting for their place in the galaxy, and their determination has become the Empire's greatest enemy. The thought is both horrifying and incomprehensible to her. She had expected a swift victory, but instead, she faces the undeniable truth that these humans will never surrender. They will not be intimidated by the vastness of space or the power of the Empire. And this realization sets the stage for something far more dangerous than mere warfare. It sets the stage for a war of will, a battle between the heart of the Empire and the unbreakable spirit of humanity. As the battle escalates, the Empire's fleet begins to splinter, its once unified front now shattered by the relentless unpredictability of humanity's tactics. The alien warships, despite their advanced technology, are caught in a constant state of adaptation, forced to react rather than dictate the pace of the battle. The humans have thrown away every rule of traditional warfare, using guerrilla strategies and sudden, devastating attacks that have the Empire's commanders scrambling to stay one step ahead. Admiral Varric stands at the helm of the Empire's flagship, her fingers clenching around the command chair as she watches the destruction unfold before her eyes. The once proud fleet of the Empire is now a fractured force, struggling to maintain its composure under the sheer weight of humanity's assault. What had seemed like an easy victory now feels like a long and painful ordeal. Her once confident posture now betrays a hint of unease. The Empire's tactics have failed them. They had expected to overpower Earth's forces with their sheer might, relying on overwhelming firepower and superior technology. But what they hadn't accounted for was the human capacity for ingenuity and desperation. Their weapons are not just advanced, they are designed to adapt, to fight back with a brutality born from centuries of conflict. Humanity's fighting spirit, its ability to endure, to innovate under the harshest of circumstances, is proving to be the greatest threat the Empire has ever faced. The Empire's reinforcements continue to pour in, but each wave is met with resistance so fierce that it throws their own ranks into disarray. The human warships, despite being smaller and fewer in number, move with a coordinated ferocity that strikes fear into the heart of the Empire's fleet. They strike fast, hit hard, and disappear just as quickly, leaving nothing but burning wreckage in their wake. Back on Earth, the news is filled with reports of the conflict in space. The people watch with bated breath as their military forces seem to defy all odds. Citizens cheer as their warships deliver blow after blow to the alien fleet. It is as if the very will of humanity has coalesced into a single focused force, striking with a vengeance. Never before seen, the Empire's expectations of easy domination are crumbling under the weight of Earth's determination. On the ground, leaders from every corner of the world are beginning to feel the shift in momentum. The tide of war has turned, and with it comes a new sense of unity that had long been absent from human history. Governments, once fractured by political struggles, are now united in a common cause. The fear that once gripped Earth has transformed into something more potent: defiance, strength, and unity. In the command center of Earth's flagship, Lieutenant Julia West watches the Empire's fleet in disarray. Knowing that this is their moment, she had been at the helm when they fired the devastating energy pulse, and she knows that it was just the beginning. The Empire's defeat is no longer a question of if, but when they have breached the Empire's walls, and they are beginning to realize the Empire's greatest weakness. They had never understood the human will to survive. West stands beside her crew, who have grown more determined with each victory together. They have fought against overwhelming odds, and they are not backing down now. The enemy may have superior weapons, but Earth has something far more dangerous: a will to fight that cannot be extinguished. With a steady voice, she orders her fleet to press on. Their next move is calculated and precise. A direct assault on the heart of the Empire's command structures. Their objective is clear. They must cripple the Empire's leadership and bring the war to its conclusion. Earth will not stop until every last one of the Empire's invaders has been pushed from their skies. The human fleet surges forward, gathering in strength and resolve as they close in on the Empire's central command flagship. With every passing moment, the Empire's arrogance is being stripped away, revealing the most dangerous truth of all. Earth's fight is not just about survival. It is about reclaiming their place in the universe and showing the galaxy that humanity will never kneel to anyone, no matter how powerful. As the human fleet surges toward the heart of the Empire's command, the tension in space is palpable. Every moment feels like a lifetime as Earth's ships close the distance to their target. A massive flagship that houses the remaining leadership of the Empire, its imposing shape looms ahead, a symbol of the power and authority the Empire has wielded for centuries. Yet now, it stands as the last obstacle to Earth's victory. Admiral Varric watches from the command center of her flagship, her mind racing as the human ships draw ever closer. She knows this is the pivotal moment of the war, the decisive confrontation that will either break the Empire or break Earth's will to fight. The loss of their flagship, their command hub, would be devastating to the Empire's coordination. With their fleet already fractured and morale plummeting, the destruction of this final stronghold could very well spell the end of their conquest. The human fleet, now more confident and synchronized than ever, moves like a single entity. Their approach is methodical, precise, and relentless. The Empire's remaining ships attempt to form a defensive perimeter around the flagship, but Earth's warships strike swiftly from all angles, slipping through gaps and exploiting weaknesses in their formations. With each passing moment, more of the Empire's warships are crippled, their shields failing under the barrage of fire from Earth's ships. Each explosion serves as a reminder to the Empire that the humans have discovered the true cost of their tyranny, and they are prepared to exact it. Within the depths of the flagship, Varric's officers scramble to execute countermeasures, but the human ships are everywhere. They seem to be in all directions at once. The once perfectly coordinated Empire fleet is now in disarray, each ship fighting for survival in a battle that seems impossible to win. Varric clenches her fists, a sense of desperation creeping in, but she will not show weakness, not yet. At the helm of Earth's flagship, Lieutenant Julia West watches the chaos unfold on her tactical display. Every alien ship that falls only strengthens her resolve. Her crew is no longer the frightened group they once were. They are now battle-hardened, confident, and united behind their singular goal: victory. She looks at the faces of her officers, knowing that this is the moment they've all been waiting for. This is the moment they show the Empire what Earth is truly capable of. With a sharp command, West orders the final push. The human fleet closes in on the flagship, moving with an uncanny fluidity that catches the Empire's remaining forces off guard. The sheer speed and precision of the attack are overwhelming. The Empire's flagship begins to shake as the first barrage of energy blasts hits its shields, forcing the ship to rock violently. The Empire's defenses are strong, but they are not invincible. Earth's weapons strike at weak points, breaking through the once impregnable hull and sending flames licking out from its core. Inside the flagship, the Empire's leadership is beginning to panic. Their last hope is crumbling under the relentless assault of the humans who have already torn through their outer defenses. With every passing second, the human fleet grows bolder, more aggressive. They are no longer on the defensive. They are hunters, and the Empire's flagship is their prey. The human fleet moves in for the kill, the final blow that will render the Empire's leadership powerless. It's not just a military strike. It is a symbolic act of rebellion, of defiance against a system that had once seen them as weak and insignificant. As the humans unleash their full might, Varric watches helplessly as the flagship's core begins to breach, its internal systems failing one by one. The ship's once mighty engines sputter and die, leaving it adrift in space, a broken symbol of the Empire's once invincible power. In the command center aboard Earth's flagship, Julia West stands tall, watching the collapse of the Empire's command structure unfold before her eyes. She knows that this moment will echo throughout the galaxy. It is not just a victory in battle. It is the birth of a new era. Earth will no longer be at the mercy of any empire, any invader. The galaxy will now have to reckon with the humans who have proven their strength, their ingenuity, and their indomitable will to survive. As the last remnants of the Empire's flagship disintegrate in the void, West looks out at the stars, her thoughts resolute. The battle may be won, but the war is far from over. Humanity will continue to fight, to grow, and to thrive in a universe that will no longer take their existence for granted. The destruction of the Empire's flagship sends shockwaves throughout the galaxy. A wave of panic ripples across the alien fleets as their once unstoppable force now crumbles into disarray. Word of the defeat spreads like wildfire through the Empire's colonies and vassal systems. The news is impossible to ignore. The humans, once dismissed as insignificant and weak, have delivered a blow so devastating that it shakes the very foundation of the Empire's rule across the galaxy. Subjugated species begin to stir, questioning the Empire's invincibility and the futility of their own servitude. The spark of rebellion, once dormant, now flickers with life. On Earth, the atmosphere shifts from one of fear to one of triumph. The news of the Empire's flagship falling is met with celebrations and cheers from every corner of the planet. Humanity, once on the brink of annihilation, has emerged victorious in their first major battle against the most powerful empire in the galaxy. The warships return to Earth, battered but undefeated, their crews weary but proud as they dock in the newly constructed military stations around the planet. Earth's citizens line the streets to welcome them home. Flags wave, fireworks light the night sky, and for the first time in centuries, Earth feels united not just in survival but in purpose. But amidst the celebration, there is no sense of complacency. Earth has won a battle, not the war. The Empire's forces may be fractured, but they are far from defeated. The remnants of the fleet are already regrouping in the outer colonies, plotting their next move. Humanity's victory may have shaken their adversaries, but it has also earned them the full attention of the most powerful forces in the galaxy. The Empire will not let such a blow go unanswered. In the heart of the Empire's remaining leadership, new plans are being devised. The defeat is painful, but it is far from fatal. For the first time, the Empire's high command realizes just how dangerous Earth truly is. These humans are not the easy conquest they had assumed them to be. They are smart, resourceful, and their will to fight has proven stronger than expected. The Empire's response will be swift, and it will be brutal. Admiral Varric, though humiliated, has not been broken in the aftermath of the battle. She regains her composure and begins to form a new strategy, a strategy built not on brute strength alone, but on deception and psychological warfare. She knows the humans will not be easily intimidated again. They will be ready for a frontal assault, but the Empire's strength lies in its ability to manipulate, to confuse, to divide. She begins to craft a plan that will test Earth's unity, hoping to turn their strength into a weakness. Back on Earth, the government, while proud of their victory, knows that this war is far from over. The UN convenes emergency sessions, and military leaders from around the world are brought together to formulate Earth's next steps. They must prepare for the Empire's inevitable counterattack and fortify their defenses even with their new technological advancements. They know that one victory does not guarantee survival against an enemy as vast and ruthless as the Empire. In the shadows, new alliances begin to form. Earth's military engineers work tirelessly, continuing to develop advanced technologies that could turn the tide in their favor. New weapons, new strategies, new methods of warfare. Earth is evolving at an astonishing pace, pushing beyond their previous limits as they prepare for what lies ahead. But they know they cannot do it alone. The universe is vast, and the Empire's reach extends far beyond what they have seen so far. As Earth's leaders look beyond their home planet, they begin to seek out potential allies, other species who may share their hatred of the Empire and a desire for freedom. On the front lines of space, Earth's fleet remains vigilant. Their victory over the Empire's flagship is a symbol of hope, but it is also a reminder of the long road ahead. The Empire has not forgotten them, and as the final remnants of their fleets regroup, humanity braces itself for the next phase of the war. The battle for their survival has only just begun, but Earth will not surrender. It will not bow to tyranny, and with every passing day, its resolve grows stronger. Its warships are ready, its people are ready, and they will fight to the very end to prove that the Empire's reign of terror will not stand in the face of humanity's spirit. The silence in the void between the stars feels like the calm before a storm. Earth's fleet stands poised at the edge of the galaxy, watching, waiting. The victory over the Empire's flagship has shifted the balance of power, but the Empire has not been broken. The warships remain vigilant, knowing that a far greater challenge lies ahead. The remnants of the Empire's fleet, though fractured, are not defeated. They are regrouping in the far reaches of space, gathering strength for the inevitable retaliation. The human forces have not yet faced the full might of the Empire, and that knowledge lingers like a shadow. Back on Earth, the mood is one of cautious optimism. Despite the celebrations, there is an undercurrent of fear and uncertainty. The battle was a significant victory, but it was not the end of the war. The Empire is a behemoth, an ancient power that has never known defeat, and now it will respond in ways humanity cannot predict. Earth's leaders understand that the victory of a single battle will not be enough to secure their place in the stars. They must prepare for what is coming next, and they must do it quickly. In military command centers around the world, Earth's generals and strategists work tirelessly to fortify their defenses and anticipate the Empire's next move. But even as they plan, they know that no amount of preparation can guarantee safety. The Empire has resources and forces beyond anything Earth can imagine, and its reach extends far beyond their solar system. Humanity's advantage has always been its unpredictability, its resilience, but now they must find a way to harness that strength on a galactic scale. It is in this uncertain atmosphere that the call for alliances goes out. Earth's leaders know they cannot face the Empire alone to survive. They must unite with other civilizations that have suffered under the Empire's iron fist. Over the coming weeks, representatives from various alien species, those who have been enslaved or oppressed by the Empire, begin to make contact. Earth opens its doors, offering a chance for collaboration, a chance to stand together against the Empire's tyranny. On the other side of the galaxy, the Empire's high command is preparing for a response that will make the destruction of their flagship seem insignificant. The remnants of their fleet have gathered and are undergoing rapid reconstruction and reorganization. They are no longer focused on conventional tactics. The loss of their flagship has forced the Empire to reassess everything about Earth's capabilities. No longer can they rely on sheer strength and overwhelming numbers alone. Their forces would not be enough. The humans had proven that their determination and adaptability could overcome even the Empire's best efforts at domination. Admiral Varric, despite her initial defeat, is more determined than ever to crush Earth's resolve once again. She assumes command of the Empire's flagship. But this time, her strategy is different. She has studied humanity's tactics, and rather than attacking head-on, she plans to strike at the heart of Earth's newfound alliances. She knows that if Earth's forces are divided, they will be far weaker. If she can sever the fragile bonds of unity that have begun to form, humanity will fall into disarray just as quickly as they rose. Back on Earth, as the alliance of free worlds begins to take shape, a new force of unity emerges. Among them is a species of telepathic beings from the outer colonies, a race of warriors who have long resisted the Empire's control. They bring with them technology that can rival the Empire's weapons, technology designed for defense, not conquest. Their inclusion in the human-led alliance shifts the balance even further. Earth's resolve is solidifying, and with each passing day, their strength grows. But even as Earth prepares for the inevitable confrontation, they know they are still outnumbered and outgunned. On the front lines, humanity's fleet watches as the Empire's forces emerge from the far reaches of space. Their ships are now larger, more advanced, and brimming with new technology. But Earth's fleet is no longer the same as it once was. It is battle-hardened, forged in the fires of war, and determined to stand firm as the two fleets approach one another. The stage is set for a confrontation that will decide not just the fate of Earth, but the fate of the galaxy itself. The Empire may have the numbers, but humanity has the spirit, and in the coming battle, it will be that spirit that defines the outcome. The war is not over, and the stakes have never been higher. The outcome will depend on how far humanity is willing to push, how much they are willing to sacrifice, and how fiercely they will fight to ensure that the light of freedom burns bright in the darkness of space. The final battle looms like an inevitable storm across the expanse of space. Earth's fleet, now bolstered by the strength and ingenuity of its new allies, stands ready. The darkened sky above the planet is filled with a multitude of ships, both human and alien, all united in a singular purpose: to protect their homes, their future, and the freedom that the Empire seeks to extinguish. The humans, once divided and vulnerable, have become a force to be reckoned with, standing shoulder to shoulder with other species who know the price of Empire tyranny. As the two fleets approach one another, the tension in the air is thick with anticipation. The Empire's ships, now fully repaired and reinforced, outnumber the combined might of Earth and its allies, but numbers no longer hold the same weight they once did. The Empire's ships are powerful, but they are unfamiliar with the determination and ferocity that humanity has displayed from the moment the first human ship had fired on the Empire's flagship. The rules of war had changed, and now, as both forces prepare to collide, that new reality is about to be tested in the crucible of battle. Admiral Varric stands on the bridge of her flagship, watching as her fleet forms into a battle formation. Her cold eyes betray no hint of the fear she now feels for the first time in her career. She is uncertain about the outcome of a battle. The humans have proven resourceful, and their unity has given them strength that cannot be underestimated. She knows that this final confrontation will determine the fate of the Empire, and she must ensure that no mistake is made. But deep inside, a seed of doubt has begun to sprout, a whisper that tells her that perhaps, just perhaps, the Empire's reign is not as secure as she once believed. In contrast, Earth's fleet stands united, its commanders focused and resolute in the midst of the immense pressure. Lieutenant Julia West stands in the command center of Earth's flagship, her crew at the ready. Their collective experience, honed over months of conflict, has brought them to this moment. There is no hesitation in her voice as she gives the order to engage. The fleet moves as one, every ship part of a single, coordinated effort to face down the Empire's full might. For the first time, the humans are not simply reacting. They are fighting on their terms. The Empire's overwhelming numbers do not matter because Earth's fleet has something the Empire cannot replicate: the will to fight, the knowledge that their survival depends on each other, and their willingness to defy the impossible with that shared purpose. Earth's ships surge forward in a devastating wave, striking the Empire's forces with precision and power. The battle unfolds with ferocity as the two fleets clash. The Empire's ships fire their weapons, their energy blasts tearing through the void. But Earth's ships weave in and out of their attacks with breathtaking agility. The humans move as a living, breathing entity, their attacks coming from all directions, unpredictable, fluid, and relentless. The Empire, accustomed to facing enemies who would break under the weight of their might, is caught off guard by the sheer tenacity of their opponents. Admiral Varric watches as her ships begin to suffer damage, her once pristine fleet now showing signs of the struggle. The human ships are unrelenting, exploiting weaknesses and attacking with surgical precision. Every attempt to regroup and reorganize is met with another crushing strike, another loss with every ship that falls. Varric's sense of control slips further away. In Earth's fleet, the moment of victory is beginning to take shape as the Empire's ships start to retreat, their formations breaking apart under the pressure of the human assault. The once great war machine of the Empire is now a broken force, struggling to maintain cohesion. But Earth's ships do not stop their advance. They press forward with one purpose: to end the Empire's reign once and for all. With a final decisive blow, Earth's fleet shatters the Empire's flagship, leaving the alien war machine in ruins in the cold vacuum of space. The battle is over, and the humans have won. The Empire, once thought invincible, has been toppled by a force they never understood. A species that fought with everything they had, refusing to bow, refusing to be conquered. As the remnants of the Empire's fleet retreat into the vastness of space, Earth's fleet remains in position. Victorious but vigilant, the war may be won, but the scars of conflict are still fresh. The galaxy, forever changed, now knows the price of underestimating humanity. The people of Earth, standing on the precipice of a new era, know that this is only the beginning. Their survival has ignited a fire of hope across the galaxy, and with that fire, they will rebuild, they will grow, and they will continue to fight for the freedom they have earned. The Empire's shadow has fallen, and in its place, a new light rises, a light that will guide humanity and its allies toward a future where tyranny no longer holds sway. And as Earth's fleet sails back toward their home, their hearts swelling with the knowledge of what they have accomplished, they understand one thing above all else: the human spirit, when tested, is an unbreakable force, and no empire, no matter how vast, can ever extinguish that light.